Welcome to the ultimate gaming realm, and this is your curator, Dixon, logging on. Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about my new gaming PC, which looks like a video game console, the Alienware Alpha R2. I'm not exactly sure what the R2 stands for, but I believe it's trying to tell us it's the version 2 of the Alienware Alpha. In fact, the R2 is the version 2 of the Alienware Alpha. Both versions of the Alpha may look the same, but R2 has much more improvements over the R1, and I will explain it in the best of my knowledge between both of them as I continue. But first, I'm going to go back into my unboxing video. Damn, this thing is so small, but pretty damn powerful than the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 consoles combining, especially with the specifications I selected from Dell. The Alienware Alpha R2 PC console comes with a 180 watt AC adapter, an HDMI cable, and a basic Alienware keyboard and mouse, which the keyboard and mouse is nothing too special, but it's good enough to get you started with no extra cost. The Alienware Alpha R2 has 4 USB 3.0 ports, 2 on the front and 2 on the back. It also has one USB 2.0 compartment at the bottom. I mean the 2.0 at the bottom, for instance if you want to use a wireless dongle for a keyboard or a mouse. It's a pretty cool option to have. And the Alpha R2 also has an HDMI input right next to the HDMI output for pass-through with other devices, and there's other ports like the Ethernet, the optical audio out, AC port, and something new that they didn't have on the R1, which has been added to the R2, and that's the graphics amplifier port. Now the Alienware graphics amplifier itself runs around $200, and I think adding an external GPU is much easier than upgrading an internal GPU. Now, I don't currently have the graphics amplifier, but when I get one, I will totally keep you posted. But as of now, the default GPU is powerful enough for starters. Now, as you can see on the front, there's 2 LED lighting colors that you can customize through the Alienware Command Center in the Alienware FX section. Each one of these LEDs can be edited, and sometimes they have special configurations with both LEDs, which can give you an idea of what type of lighting you want at a certain time. The first LED is the Alienware logo power button. The other LED is the triangle on the lower left corner. I say it's pretty neat that you can give each LED a different color than the other. Another awesome thing you can do is if you have the amplifier, you can customize the Alienware logo on the amplifier as well. So it's pretty much 3 LED lights. Right now, since I have the Alpha R2 by itself, it's 2. But either way, it's a pretty awesome thing. The Alienware Alpha R2 starts as low as $449.99, but I'm pretty damn picky when it comes to components. So the Alpha R2 configuration settings I choose from the starting point was at $949.99, and then I worked my way up from there. With an Intel Core i7 64,000 CPU with 16 GB of RAM, and I added a 256 M2 solid-state hard drive as the main drive with Windows 10 Professional 64-bit operating system installed on it because I want my new computer to go faster than ever. And so far it's working out really well for me. And plus I added a 1TB hard drive for storage purposes, and that always comes in handy. The Alienware Alpha R2 has a GeForce GTX 960 GPU integrated on the motherboard. Man, for something this small, Alienware can cram a lot of power inside the small box. I gotta give Alienware and Dell tons of credit for their work. The total cost for my Alienware Alpha R2 with my settings and the tax comes out to about $1,500. And so far, I have no regrets paying that much because it's well worth it. And everything seems to be working out really well for me ever since I got this thing. I know it's too early for me to tell exactly if it's recommended or not, but I've been having a wonderful experience with it. And besides, I'm not finished talking about it anyway. Now, opening the Alpha R2 system is kinda simple. All you have to do is get the right type of screwdriver and unscrew the 4 screws from each corner from the bottom and gently pull the cover off. Now, the only thing to do on the inside, and I would probably recommend it to do it every few weeks, is use the air can and clean the fans and the exhaust areas of the fans for both CPU and GPU. In fact, I would actually use the air can all around the system, inside and out, just to be extra cautious. Now, I have no plans to upgrade the inside of the Alpha R2, but I do have plans on getting an amp with a powerful GPU for more advanced gaming, like with the virtual reality thing. Which brings me to that part. As Alpha R2 as a standalone, it doesn't work with the VR. But if you get the amp with the right type of graphics card that supports VR, then it totally will. Now, I had the Alienware Alpha R2 for a month now, and this has been the best personal computer I ever had. I enjoyed testing and playing modern games like Fallout 4, Skyrim Special Edition, Grand Theft Auto 5, Hitman 2016. This small little computer in a small console-sized case does deliver the power of the punch. And plus, I also had awesome experience with retro PC games as well. And it also really does the job for video and photo editing too. Alienware Alpha R2 can also be used as a home video game console or a digital media center for watching movies or videos through apps like Netflix or YouTube. And Alpha R2 has its portable transportation uses, just like a laptop, except you have to have accessories like the keyboard and mouse with you, or have other accessories available to the location where you're going to, including a monitor or an HD TV. And to be on the extra cautious side on where to put the Alpha R2 is somewhere where there's plenty of space to make sure the ventilation from the back of the Alpha R2 is not being blocked. Because for something small like this, it's something to expect to get hot, mainly when gaming or video editing. Now, there are a few drawbacks on the Alpha R2, the ones I discovered so far. 1. The Alpha R2 has no audio or mic input, but that's not a huge deal because you can buy a USB external audio mic input. I'm currently using one now. Excuse me, I mean audio and mic output. 2. There's no CD, DVD, Blu-ray drive, but once again, it's not a huge deal because you can buy a USB external disc player or recorder as an add-on. And 3. Depending on what project or game you're working on, the system does get loud. And like I said, the CPU or GPU does get hot at times. And in a compact sized PC like this, that's something you have to expect. But once again, it's not a huge deal if you have the Alpha R2 in the right place. But for trying to avoid the loud noises when gaming, either turn the volume up or use the headphones. If you have a USB audio jack, of course. Now the verdict. I know it may be a little too early to tell if the Alienware Alpha R2 is recommendable or not, and chances are it may not be for everyone. Especially if there's PC gamers that are into building computers themselves, which is the type of training that I don't have, and I don't like the idea of attempting to do it that way, because there are some risks to building computers. And I screwed up trying to upgrade a GPU on my last computer to attempt to increase the lifespan for another few years. but I blued it. But the Alienware Alpha R2 system, me personally, I would recommend it. But I would recommend more if you check out the other reviews and do some research on the Alpha R2, which is what I did before I got mine. Because alternative opinions do matter, and they do help you decide if the Alienware Alpha R2 is something for you or not. Thank you all very much for watching. Please do like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, or if you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment below. Till the next time, have a good one, everyone. Dixon of the Ultimate Gaming Realm, logging off.